I mentioned about the 3 different ways to use CSS: inline, external, and CSS module. In this video, we will now understand the difference between external CSS and CSS module. Also, we are going to implement an example to check that difference. Create 2 files in your source folder with the name mainstyles.css and another one mainstyles.module.css. You are also required to import these two by using import /mainstyles.css and import your module CSS by using the styles object from /mainstyles.module.css. Now you can specify some style. I'm going to create one class with the name info, to whom the color I'll be applying as green. And in mainstyles.module.css, I'm going to apply a class called warning, wherein the color will be orange. Now open CSS inline.js component that we had created in the previous video. Now inside this, you can comment your previous heading and just create another one, h1. And here you can specify this is just an information. Now you can specify the class name to your heading, and the name of the class is info. Take a look at the browser. This is just an information changes its color to green. It means that your external CSS works globally. It is globally scoped, and you don't even have to import them into your child component. Once you have imported it inside the parent component, it works globally by default and will be applied to all the child components. But this thing can cause side effects or conflicts in your application, since external style sheets are global in nature. So accidentally, you may use any class in any of your component where you actually did not want to apply. While on the other hand, when we talk about your module.css, if you accidentally write here warning, which is the class name mentioned inside the module.css, when you check on the browser, you see that the color orange does not apply, because you are required to use the styles object, which is mentioned inside app.js. So unless you use the styles object in your component, you will not be able to use your style, even if you have used it accidentally. Now if I want this to work, I will have to write styles.warning. Styles will be the object that is there in the right. Now check on the browser. You see an error that styles is not defined. So this way the CSS modules remove errors and conflicts, because the module.css file is always local to your component, and only that specific component will use where you are importing, where you are using the styles object. Now that means if I want to use this warning class from mainstyles.module.css, I will have to first of all import it by using the styles object. So hope now you understand the difference between external CSS and CSS modules. In the next video, we will learn how to work with Bootstrap using ReactJS.